Hey everybody, this is Marina with Heart Brain, coming to you from my office, which needs attention, but we'll get to that later. First, I am here to bring you something I'm very excited to share with you guys today is a review of Mirdus tinctures and teas. This is a wonderful company that I just recently discovered, and they're out of Texas, Denison, Texas. And they're a family company, and I've just started working with them, and I would like to recommend them to people like me, but first you need to find out what I use it for, so I'm going to tell you. I was diagnosed with Lyme disease in 2009, as well as ehrlichiosis, which is another tick-borne disease, and it has left me with a lot of joint issues. I've had surgery to remove my ulnar nerve from the cubital tunnel and put it in under some muscles in my forearm. And I've had soldier repair surgery, and I've had some other surgeries. And I just have a lot of chronic pain. I have arthritis, I have distal neuropathy, and the pain can be 10 out of 10. Just please shoot me now, pain. And it's constant. So I used to take 60 milligrams of Percocet every day. I changed from that to ketamine, and I changed from that to buprenorphine. And I don't ever want to go back on any of those. So I also get steroid injections every few months, and bad weather affects me long before it arrives. I know it's coming. I'm like an old sailor. I've had a terrible storm system in Southern California lately, and so my pain has been out of control to the point where I couldn't get out of bed. My husband couldn't sleep in the bed with me because I was constantly writhing, and there was nothing anyone could do for me. I was desperate. I was absolutely desperate, and the Kratom supplier that I used to use, Kratomherbs.com, not a very scrupulous company, we'll get into that later, but then Mirdus contacted me and everything changed. They sent me a sample of their OG Kratom tincture, which I have right here. This is the bottle that it will come in. This is a 1-ounce bottle, and they also sent me this Wake Up Rhodiola rosea tincture. And that is a nice herbal tincture. My brother used to take it when he was younger. It seemed to help him. I'm gonna try it myself. I wanted to try these and review them for people who could also benefit from them, because the kratom industry is unregulated and as such it is dangerous. So to find a trustworthy source is a big deal, and I do believe I have found a trustworthy source. Mirdus stands out immediately for me from the kratom market, and here's why. There's a couple of reasons. First of all, we're going to go with the price because that is the factor that I know is going to impact your decision the most, because if you're like me and you have health problems, you also have big bills. So the prices are competitive, truly competitive, something that is very important to Mirdus. And 1 ounce of that preferred product, the tincture, which is the Bali Green OG, which they recommend for pain, is $40.99. Now compare that to my previous supplier, Kratomherbs. They charged $99 for 6 milliliters. A bottle like this, 10 milliliters. Let's compare it again to the 1 ounce bottle from Mirdus, but 10 milliliters from Kratomherbs.com is $167, and that doesn't even mean filling the bottle. The bottle will be filled right about here. So, $167. That's madness. And I mean, their tincture is very good. Kratomherbs has a tincture that's incredibly strong. It's significantly stronger than Mirdus's, but it has some intense negative side effects as well, and those make me suspicious as to its purity, so I can't recommend it. I just can't. But Mirdus, on the other hand, not only was it affordable, it worked. It was not, just because it wasn't as strong as the Kratomherbs one, I didn't need it to be that strong. It was strong enough that the potency allowed me to wash my hair, which is very long and very prone to tangling, for the first time in 2 days. It allowed me to put on makeup, which is hard for me because gripping is hard enough, and keeping my hands from shaking is hard without the pain to contend with. And I'm going to be able to go and do things today hell, I'm doing this. I'm going to be able to stream again tonight. I'm so excited. I got my life back. And that's thanks to Mirdus' product. It's so helpful. But the good stuff does not end there. So next If only their website, oh my god, if only every Kratom seller had a site this nice. The first thing that stands out to me is their live chat box. The second you go in there, look to your bottom right, you've got a real live human being there to guide your choices, to help you get educated, to help you choose the right product for your needs, and of course the checkout process. They helped me with that too. It's wonderful, and they're friendly, they're so kind, and they truly care. They really, really do. They're always there as well, and if you know, they're even on Twitter at and Mirdus as early as like 7 in the morning Pacific time, maybe even earlier. That's just when I got up. They were already there. They already had messages for me. It was the best. So reaching them has not been a problem for me a single solitary time, which is huge. Kratomherbs was just rotten about that. You could not get in contact with them for days upon days. And so not only were you left with a $50 fee that for a service you didn't receive if you got like next day delivery or something, you have no parcel, you don't have your medicine, you can't work. If you take a walkabout through their site, you'll find a lot of information I wish I'd had years ago. There's a guide to the different strains, what they're used for. There's a little bit of a dosing warning guide, you know, how much is going to give you negative side effects most likely, and of course a warning to talk to your healthcare provider before starting anything new. They also list their employees by name on the site, which is, no one does that. I haven't seen anyone do that. It made me feel so much less shady, far less shady about buying Kratom online. Because even though Kratom kills fewer people than caffeine overdoses every year, the DEA has done a great job making it less than savory by reputation. So less stigma. Oh, I'd pay $40.99 for that alone. Less stigma, thank you. Their site's wonderful. It makes me, it's like a reminder that you're not a junkie, you're a patient with a life waiting for you. And you can get it back very, very quickly. Somehow it gets even better, right? It's crazy, but they have a blog run by a woman named Jen, who I believe runs everything, Jen Woody. She's just wonderful. She writes about not only the products that she sells, but the people who benefit, including her family. Like I said, Mirdus is a family company, even down to its name. There's a cute story behind that. Check it out in the blog. But she shares these pictures of her family, her kids, and things like that, and you can tell that her family is really at the center of her life. As a customer, I feel much more comfortable buying these products and using them, knowing that they're using them. I just felt like there was something more here, so I asked her some questions, and I'm going to share you with those. So I said, how did you first discover Kratom, and why do you sell it? Because I wanted to know. A lot of people sell Kratom because it's lucrative. That was not the case for here. She says, I have owned and operated some of the nation's largest durable medical equipment, specializing in alleviating arthritic pain using braces and splints since 1999. A natural evolution in our business was moving into providing botanicals to improve our clients' quality of life, which we began doing in 2011. In 2014, someone that I loved dearly suffered an injury. His physician began prescribing opiates to help alleviate his pain. It should be noted that he took the drugs as prescribed by his physician and obtained it at CVS Pharmacy. 2 years later, he passed away due to the extensive damage the opiates had caused to his organs. At that point in time, I started looking at other options for pain management for people with serious injuries. I have spoken with literally hundreds of people that have regained their quality of life using Kratom. So then I asked her, where does your Kratom come from? Our Kratom originates in Indonesia. From that point, we do all of the processing here at our shop, which is awesome. Indonesia and I think Malaysia are two of the big places where it grows. As you'll find on the site, your products are lab tested for safe use. Yes, 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 that is huge. How does it work? As soon as a shipment arrives, samples are taken and shipped to a third-party lab for testing. We have raw Kratom tested for arsenic, cadmium, lead, mercury, salmonella, listeria, lead, and mercury to ensure safety. We also have the leaf tested to determine exactly what levels of 7-hydroxymitragynine and mitragynine to ensure the quality of the products we provide. I'm still tired. It's been like days since I've had sleep. What would you say to the prospective clients who are nervous about trying Kratom for the first time. And she said, Kratom has been used for centuries to treat a wide variety of medical issues. It is no more than a cousin to the coffee plant. True. It is a natural plant put on this earth. When respected and used in moderation, it is said to be effective in treating a number of ailments, such as depression, anxiety, and pain. And I can confirm that it helps with all of those. It even helps with my anxiety, which is huge because I have PTSD. So my anxiety is a force to be reckoned with, and Kratom helps. Of course, we always recommend you talking to your physician before taking up any new regimen. And yeah, I gotta second that. Always, because you never know. I could not have found Mirdus too soon. It's the holidays. Having this tincture and knowing that I'll be able to get more without any problems means that I can think about Christmas now and just focus on the fact that I'm going to get to see my family, some of my family members for the first time in years. And last time we visited them, I couldn't get out of bed. I was stuck in a hotel for almost 2 weeks because I was just there was too much pain and I had a lung thing. And I'm just so happy that this means I'm going to get to go spend time with my family and as a person. So thank you, Mirdus. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to a long and lovely relationship.